Donald come in, and we'll take a look at that injured Orlando Predator lineman.
It was like 32.
Linebacker it is.
Tommy Dorsey. That hurts. He's a great linebacker. He's grabbing his right knee, which really, if you look at the center of your picture here, you'll see him coming through there. See number 32? And right there, you see he grabbed his knee immediately. He was hit by Gorey, and Gorey gored him.
And in pain, the Predator linebacker, Tommy Dorsey.
You don't like to see anybody grab their knee. That's one area in a football player's life. It seems to be the weakest link. So many times, so many great players' careers are lost when they get a seriously bad knee injury.
Tommy Dorsey played football at North Carolina Central for the legendary Larry Little, former Miami Dolphin and a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Jay Gruden looks on as his starting linebacker, Tommy Dorsey, is assisted to the sideline, and he's putting very little pressure on his right leg. And he was in some kind of pain and holding on to his leg, his knee.
Well, the real weakness in this area is you don't have a lot of people to replace you. You can only dress 20 people a game, of which some are specialists and all that. So if he goes out of the game, then it puts Hamilton. I don't know who would replace Hamilton.
48-yard field goal attempt on 4th down. The hold at the 15 by Clemente Gordon. The kick airborne by O'Donnell. He's got it.
Wow.
48-yard field goal. Joe O'Donnell, only his second field goal of the season. That is a weapon in the Arena Football League. If you can kick them 45-yard plus, that is a weapon. 10-3 is the score, thanks to number 3, Joe O'Donnell.
Gene, it just goes to show you the great improvement that this Florida Bobcats have made in bringing in different personnel. Rick Buffington, who used to be the coach, he's been around the league for 13 years, is now the general manager of the club. And now he knows what kind of players it takes to play this league. You got a coach here who's a turnaround coach. It's down a very, very nice area of the state down there in the Lardo area. I'll just tell you that those guys aren't like they used to be now. These guys here are a much better football team, much improved, and will get a lot better as time goes on.
Well, Dave Ewart, you see Big Dave in the bench area for the Bobcats. Things couldn't have started better for Big Dave and his team. The Bobcats lead the Orlando Predators 10-3. 4-play, 8-yard scoring drive, a little over 2 minutes. And the Bobcats lead by 7 again. Boy, how about Joe O'Donnell? There you see him getting ready to
That's big
football.
So the last time he kicked off, like we said, it was like a line drive. Let's see if he gets that ball up into the net.
O'Donnell's kick this time has altitude, short, waiting for it. Douglas, 7 yards deep. Douglas comes up, looks for the wedge, can't find one, carries a tackler to the 15. And the Orlando Predators begin with pretty good field position. O'Donnell really learning how to handle the net. That one didn't hit the net, but he returns the short kickoff 24 yards.
It's very, very important in this league, though, to hit that net. You got to get that ball up where it might hit metal, it might hit net. Anything can happen. The guy might not receive the ball well. To be able to catch the ball easily out of the air without hitting the nets or the metal gives the offense a great big advantage. So your kicker has to be strong enough to kick that ball into the nets.
Well, Connell Maynard did not have a good first outing against New Jersey, but got hot last week on the road. From the 15, Maynard drops, dumps it off. Short pass to the 20. Catch made by Ty Law, and he's out of bounds at the 19. Law made the catch at the 20, tried to sort of weave back and gain something to the inside, and picks up 4 yards net on the catch.
Well, they're running 2 guys downfield to bring the defensive back down there in hopes that he can catch the ball and break loose. This is nothing more than a quick pass to the right. To the other side of the field, though, everybody's taking off deep. And so he comes back to his outlet receiver over there. Wow.
Second down, 6. Maynard throws. Incomplete pass. Douglas had it in his hands, a little behind him, but got 2 paws on it. Probably should have made that catch. Joe Douglas.
You won't see that happen much. Watch him try and make an effort here. He's really coming behind. It's not perfect pass, but those are the kind of plays that you have to make. And wow, it was almost an interception after that.
Joe
Douglas is too good. He'll make that play 9 times out of 10.
Played a couple of years at Oregon State. Finished up at the University of Montana. Played in the NFL Europe League for New Amsterdam, where he had 30 catches one season. 3rd down and 6 after the incomplete pass, and Dave Ewart wants a timeout. Bobcats apparently didn't have the right personnel on the field. I think you wanted another pass rusher in there. This is limited substitution rules in the Arena Football League. Brandon, you coached in this league, and you know that you got to be very careful, but you want to have some fresh legs, particularly the big guys that go 2 ways, to put a big pass rush on 3rd down and long, and I don't think he had the right guy in there.
Well, we tried to go 8 minutes with the first group, come right back in regardless of where they are in the field, and go ahead and substitute them so we come back in with the first group with a few minutes left to go in the period.
I guess the big question around Orlando and around the Arena Football League and fans of the Predators is, how do you replace old number 82 Barry Wagner? We haven't mentioned his name that often tonight. He's now with the SaberCats of San Jose. He's not having a real good year out there. In fact, I think he's hurt, Fred. But how do you replace a guy that has been Mr. Predator football, 6 straight AFL Ironman awards, and Arena Bowl 12, he was almost a one-man wrecking crew. Here's a guy that's going to be in the Hall of Fame when he does retire.
No question about a great loss there, but at the same time, you have to get over it. You got to move on. You got to get your team not worried about it, just playing hard.
Maynard throws it up for grabs. Oh, it's dropped at the goal line. Should have been caught. Incomplete pass. I thought that was a Predator touchdown, and Rodney Brown, a rookie who made this team at a tryout camp, had a chance to grab his first TD pass of his career.
You just can't drop that. That's a perfectly executed play there. The ball is laid up in the air. Somehow or another, the Bobcats lost the sight of where the player was, and I don't know how he could get that open. But now watch Trey. Wow, wait, look at that kid hit there by the quarterback. That's the kind of shot you take in this league, folks.
Connell Maynard gets hit after he released the pass, and we have completed 1 quarter of play at the TD Waterhouse Center in Orlando. The visitors, the Florida Bobcats, lead after 1 period of play. It's 10-3.
We always dreamed about building out here on our property.
The jungle, the CD Waterhouse Center, for the first time in the year 2000, the Preds find themselves trailing after the first quarter. It's 10-3 Bobcats. And on 4th down and 6, the Preds are going for it. Connell Maynard dropping, goes the deep pass downfield. Law interfered with. Nearly tackled as the ball was thrown at the 16-yard line, and that will be a costly penalty on the Bobcat defense, as it will award an automatic first down to the home team on 4th down and long.
That's crazy. That's Tremaine Jones. I mean, he's kind of lost him, but you don't have to do that. That's just an outright giving a team a first down.
Number 5 defense.
But let's go back to why they.
The line of scrimmage. Automatic first down.
Let's go back and give Jay Gruden credit. We've seen through the years several 4th down occasions. Jay has attempted the 4th down, and I'll bet you he's made it on 80 or 90% of them. The guy just believes you got to keep the ball going and keep the ball in the offensive hands.
Well, the Preds were 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions. It's an automatic first down. From the midfield stripe, Connell Maynard finds a receiver at the 15-yard line. Refusing to go down is Joe Dudley. Let's check that. Ty Law, 15. A gain of 13 yards on the throw and catch. So Ty Law, the intended receiver on the pass interference call, that awarded a first down to the Preds. And now he comes back and grabs a 13-yard catch and run.
Well, that was a matter of just using some good class there. He's a tough kid. But they ran everybody else down the field and allowed him to come underneath. And they're isolating Law or anybody else on a one-on-one situation over there and clearing everybody deep.
Jay Gruden got the team's attention during that first quarter break, didn't he? First down, Preds at the 11. Play action by Maynard. Goes toward the end zone, just threw it away. Somebody's got a souvenir. I don't know about that now. That's one of the team. That's one of the officials working the sideline. He's not going to throw the football up in the stands. Or did he?
No, he didn't. They got it back. He's holding it with Bell. Somebody's over there hugging the ball.
Well, Connell Maynard tried to sell the play action fake up the middle. Nobody bit, and he just got rid of it. Better that to avoid the sack. Well, the big play on this drive, the pass interference penalty on 4th down and 6. 2nd down, 10. Another play. Ty Law has been the go-to guy on this series. Diving for extra yardage inside the 5 he goes. Fans thought he had a touchdown. Remember, a penalty flag thrown back at the line of scrimmage. Boy, great effort by Ty Law after he makes the catch and feels contact.
You know, Jay told us before the game that his defense has been really very good, but the offense just taking time to kind of get themselves together, and their offense really isn't clicking. It's kind of like an 8-cylinder car running on about 6 cylinders right now.
R.G. DeCillier, the referee, talking with Jay Gruden. It must be an option.
Offside. Number 65 defense. Penalty refused. Results of the play. 3rd down.
It is the option for the Predators. The penalty offsides on Eric Miller. Well, Maynard dropping to throw, and it was Miller, number 65 of the defensive line, that was across the line of scrimmage or in that neutral zone prematurely. Preds will take the play, a gain of 8, 3rd down 2. Handoff up the middle, diving to the goal line. Tommy Dorsey, who left the game in the first quarter with a sprained knee. We were told his return was possible, and wow, he's back early in the second. He punches in the touchdown, and the Preds are a point away from tying. How about number 32, a tough guy?
Well, again, you know, he's just so solid and so strong. He hits right here and just drives and reaches out, lays the ball across the end zone. That's what you got to do.
Tommy Dorsey from North Carolina Central. They grew up tough on the Tar Heel State. His first touchdown of 2000. The point after David Cool ties the game with 12:20 to go in the second quarter. We're knotted at 10 at the TD Waterhouse Center, better known as the Jungle.
Transform it into the Jungle. We invented rock and roll football. In the new millennium, we'll carry on the traditions that made us great with 5 Arena Bowls and a World Championship. Great fans, great football, and great fun. Predators 10th anniversary season tickets start as low as $40. Hey, everybody's got $40 to burn. Call 407-648-4444. Has it really been 10 years? Time flies when you're having fun.
Well, we mentioned the Orlando Predators have not trailed in a quarter, have not been outscored in a quarter all season long. Well, they were in the first quarter. Tommy Dorsey punches in a 2-yard touchdown, and the Predators tie the game at 10-10.
Orlando is a much more balanced football team. They can run, they can throw. You got the threat of Connell back there. Pernell Maynard, the quarterback, able to run the ball, throw the ball, and I think that gives them a dimension of being a much more physical football team. And if their defense plays physical as it has been, you put the package together, and as the season goes on, they become pretty strong.
I'll remember a 4th down pass interference flag kept that drive going. The Preds tie it at 10-10. Cool's kickoff into the net, bounces back. It's a live ball into the end zone area. This will not be a touchback, but swarming gang tackling on special teams will produce a touchback.
That's why you have to kick the ball into the net. That there could have been a very much of a touchdown by the Orlando Predators if they would have received that fumble or that ball off the ground, because when it hit the ground, it bounced high.
That was a live ball. Cool kicks it off the net. Watch.
See how it hits the ground and bounces high? Luckily, you had the spy there catch the ball, number 42 there, and he makes the play, Otis Mound.
Good gang tackling.
They're trying to say as to whether or not it's a safety or not. And now the coach coming on the field, they're going to penalize Orlando.
I think that's Florida Bobcats. Dave
Bobcat, yes.
Ewart's down there beeping.
The play has been ruled on the field. Possession at the 1-yard line. Momentum carried him in the end zone. The ball will be placed on the 1-yard line.
That's fair. That's better than a safety. Plus the flag's down there because the coach came on the field. Now they're going to make half of the distance there. Here we go.
And Dave Ewart.
On the floor, the coach. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Yep.
So it'll be a half-yard away from the goal line. And remember, the Florida Bobcats are a team that has had a porous offensive line. Quarterback Fred McNair has been sacked 9 times in 3 games, and they're in no man's land here. Half yard away from a safety. Preds recorded 2 safeties last week. McNair drops throw. The hits and go. Caught by Caesar. First down and more. Across midfield to the Predator 10-yard line.
You talk about
just like that, you get off your own goal line and almost score 6.
What a classy play. That ball is thrown up to a spot. Watch here. Watch the quarterback McNair throw a ball to a spot. He throws the ball to a spot, and Caesar has to get there. That is such a classy operation.
Brett Cooper.
Look at the ball there. Look at the ball. He doesn't even know the ball's in the air until he turns. That is a timing pattern. Now, McNair had a chance to throw the ball back there, even though the rush was coming. He had time to throw the ball to a spot.
And on first down, again, McNair comes back and throws to his right. The catch is made up against the boards. And around the 2-yard line, Bill Hall, a former Orlando Predator, made the catch and almost took it in. A gain of 6. They got Hall playing linebacker, running back, the same position he played for the Preds, although occasionally the Preds would use Hall as a defensive lineman because of his quickness and his physical abilities. It's second down and goal from the 2. Fred McNair at quarter, trying to break a 10-10 tie. It is Hall, and he's stuck for no gain. Preds are tough to run on, particularly at goal line.
And particularly hard to run up the middle. It's not like regular football where you can come off the ball and knock somebody back.
Hall is shaken up.
Yeah, he got nailed there really good. Now he's trying. There's no place to go, really. There's no room at all, and they just nail him. So he's got a hip pointer.
He was stood up as he made the initial contact, and then 3 more Orlando Predators. Well, Bill Hall, he appears to be okay, shakes off the injury and heads towards the bench.
Well, you'll get a chance to see here. Now watch him get tackled. Now watch him go down, and somebody's pulling his leg. Right there is when he goes down and hits his point on his hip.
How about big old Ernest Allen, number 95 in the middle, just hanging on and bulldogging him down, knocking him down to the turf. No gain on the carry by Bill Hall. It will be third. In fact, he lost about a yard. Third down and goal from the 3 for Fred McNair and the Bobcats.
See, the Orlando, believe it or not, has an advantage with the end zones because of the shortness of those corners. They can jump up there and play in your face, and you got nowhere to go.
Tie game at 10-10. Bobcats with a chance to break a 10 all time. From the 3, third down goal. Caesar in motion. McNair drops to throw. Swings it underneath the zone. It's caught. Touchdown. The Florida Bobcats get a touchdown strike from Fred McNair. His second TD throw of the night. And his second one to number 88, Curtis Caesar.
Well, Curtis Caesar here makes what we used to call a twilly cut, where he goes out and cuts back and turns back into the play. Really does a great play there. Howard Twilly, that's what we used to call it, because of Howard Twilly ran that play to perfection with Bob Greasy. You turn like you're going to run outside, and you twist back underneath against the defensive back. It's really slick.
And the point after touchdown. Joe O'Donnell makes it 17-10. The Florida Bobcats lead the Orlando Predators by 7 as McNair celebrates the touchdown throw.
This is Jared. He weighed 425 pounds. Inspired by Subway's low-fat sandwiches, he invented a diet of his own, one he called the Subway diet. At the heart of his diet was Subway's turkey breast sub, a foot-long veggie, and lots of walking. Today, Jared weighs 190 pounds. We're not saying his diet is right for you. You should talk to your doctor first. But it is food for thought. Subway, the way a sandwich should be.
Action Gator Tire Stores, the one-stop shop for your car. Save up to 30% off on any of our huge selection of Goodyear tires. Get complete automotive service, including brake relining starting at just $79.95 for most cars. Oil changes with mobile premium oil, plus lube and filter, regularly $21.95, now only $15.95, plus free brake inspection. Save time, save money. Action Gator Tire Stores. There's one near you.
Sunshine has Gator baseball tomorrow when Florida travels to Mississippi State to take on the Bulldogs. Game time is set for 7 o'clock live only on Sunshine Network. That's tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Well, the Florida Bobcats have broken a 10-all tie. They do it the old-fashioned way, going 49 yards in 4 plays. Fred McNair with a strike to Curtis Caesar. 17-10 Bobcats. Early in the second quarter, off the net, Joe Douglas finds us, wall up the middle, and busts to the 17. Boy, a little teeny hole up and up with that wedge right up the middle. And Douglas romps 23 yards to the 17. First down, Preds. But Orlando, Frank Kersey, has been in catch-up mode this entire ballgame. Goes back to the opening series with that fumble that resulted in the game's first score.
Well, you can see here Douglas has a no-nonsense run here. He just takes the ball, and he goes north and south. And like you say, a little crack more, and he goes all the way. It's kind of exciting in this league when these guys do pop through that first defensive line there and make the long run on the kickoff.
Now they teach him to run up there in big Grizz country, Montana Grizzly country. Up there in Missoula, where he finished his college career, was a All-American in Division I AA. Preds need a timeout. Connell Maynard got to the line of scrimmage and said, no, we don't have the right personnel in here for that play. Let's go ahead and spend a timeout, invest one. Jay Gruden looks on, and he is talking sort of out of the side of his mouth to Connell Maynard. You know, you're only, from sideline to sideline, you can pick up the plays. You can read lips if you're good enough, you know.
Especially when you say, like, screen, and you have little words that you say. But I'm going to tell you, both teams have used a timeout. And, you know, those timeouts are so precious. You have to really have a good reason to call a timeout, because in that last minute of the ball and a half for the ball game, you have to have all 3 of those timeouts if you want to have a chance to stop a team. And that's why they become so precious. And I know that Jay certainly doesn't want to give up that timeout unless you absolutely have to.
Curtis Caesar has 2 touchdown catches already tonight. Fred McNair has found him twice in the end zone. When he played college football for Eddie Robinson at Grambling, he set a Grambling record with 14 TDs in 1 season. He's a 7th of the way there tonight. From the 17-yard line, Maynard dropping under heat. Puts the pass up for grabs. Brett Cooper, touchdown, Orlando Predators. Wow, busted coverage wide open. A 33-yard TD strike, a point away from a tie. Maynard gets up limping.
That had to be a zone defense that was busted, because he is so wide open. Here Maynard goes back in the pocket. And what's a shot he takes? This poor kid is really taking some shots after. Lays the ball up, knows he has a guy wide open, and Brett Cooper is right there. Let's see what happens to Maynard here. Now watch him throw the ball. He moves out of the way. Now watch this right here. Wacko, down he goes, and he pull his leg. You can see right there, Desmond Bird grabs that leg. It's tough to play quarterback in this league.
Steve Corey hitting pretty good, too. A point after is good, but a flag has been thrown. Referee R.G. DeTillier says hold everything. It is 17-16.
Having illegal defense, number 32 for Florida on an outside rush. Penalty refused. Point good.
You don't take points off the board. That's the old saying in football, the axiom, and the Preds won't. Here's the touchdown heave again. This was a heave. 33-yard, and nobody in a white jersey is near old number 1, Brett Cooper.
And when you have a guy that wide open, the most important thing you do is throw the ball to the man. Don't throw it out of bounds. Don't lead him. Just make sure he has a chance to catch the ball, and that's exactly what he did.
And for Brett Cooper, he breaks out of a little bit of a slump with that touchdown catch. He is only the 2nd Predator to catch over 1,000 yards in 1 season. The other guy, kid by the name of Barry Wagner.
Yep.
Well, with success after a timeout, maybe Jay would like Connell Maynard to burn those next 2 timeouts in a hurry. One play, 33 yards after that timeout.
Well, you got to like the way Orlando Predators are playing. I mean, they're really playing step for step with these guys, and they have some work to do on offense, and Jay knows that. They don't have that great receiver as you had in Barry, and they have some other little things they got to work on. But what you want to do is keep playing and make sure you get into the playoffs. They've been in the playoffs 8 consecutive years here.
Here is the kickoff tie game. And the jungle off the net. There is some daylight. A crack, a hurdle, run to the 20. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Florida Bobcats. And just like that, Bernard Holmes has broken a 17 all-time. A 56-yard kickoff return.
Did we just say a few minutes ago it's kind of fun to watch a guy run a kickoff return? We weren't expecting it to come from the Bobcats, but that is an exciting play. And the ball is off the nets. See how he catches the ball cleanly off the nets. Now he's finding that daylight. He sees that daylight, trips right here a little bit, not much, and then he just sprints to the goal line. Nobody's going to catch him.
Bernard Holmes out of Ohio State in his 7th year in the Arena Football League, and he almost does the Lambeau leap over a much taller wall. It is now a 7-point Bobcat lead, 24-17 on the kickoff return. And watch it again. Look at this hurdle over his own man. Gets a lead block out front. Dave Cool is knocked down, and nobody's going to catch old number 21, Bernard Holmes. How about that? 24-17.
Hayden climbs the ball. Watch this move on the wall. Up around. Come on, keep moving. All right. You got to love it.
That's the jungle leap by an opponent. And I'll guarantee you, Predator players over there in the bench, they had noticed that little extracurricular stuff and probably won't forget it, Frank Kersey.
Nope.
Bernard Holmes. Boy, that's an exciting play. Doesn't matter what level of football you're watching. A kickoff return is a thing of beauty.
And on the other side of the net, when you're on the team that kicks off, it's so depressing when you work on that stuff every day. And I was watching their coaching staff over there. It just seems like it's so fast, and it's over, and the other team's got a touchdown almost like in a blink of an eye. It's too easy. That's why you must play your zones. You must play your responsibility in the kicking game. I don't care what level you're at. You have to do your responsibility in the kicking game.
Well, there's 3 phases of football. One's